Y'all give it up for Mr. Locario.
Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game was popping. So, people was hitting me up asking me about my opinion on, this Ray Rice joint, about him beating this girl in the elevator. And this is what I gotta say about that. You know, Ray Rice is not the only person to blame in this situation. You know, everybody's coming down on this guy like, oh, it's messed up what he did, and you know, people are saying he should go to jail and that's fucked up and you should never hit a woman and all this other stuff. Now, I would say for him, you know, as a man, you need to learn to control your emotions at all times so you don't get yourself in these situations. But also learn how to choose better women to be with so you don't even have these type of situations in the first place. You understand? See, a lot of guys get themselves in situations like this because they're with women who are belligerent and who are on some bullshit. Now, I don't know his wife personally. I don't know if, you know, how crazy the situation was. But either way, it got him to that point. Now, I don't really know him either, so he could also be a dude that's just wild like that wants to, like, you know, throw his hands or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? But the point is that, you know, he's not the only one to blame because his wife would, you know, she got smacked up and all this other stuff, and she still married the dude. So, you know, she goes and she marries the guy after that shit happened. And he, you know, marries her after that shit happened. So it's kind of like both of them are to blame because they're both with the wrong person. They're both with, you know, people who are not going to be, you know, healthy partners to be with. So my thing is that if I'm with a woman and, you know I'm not the type of guy that's gonna, you know, I'm not a violent guy or whatever. I mean, I haven't heard, you know, in the news that Ray Rice has a history of violence or anything. So, you know, in certain situations when you're around certain people, it might bring a certain thing out of you that you thought wasn't there. Now, I'm not saying this to excuse this guy, you know, of what he did. But the thing is that, you know, he did that, and then on top of that, married her knowing that this type of, you know, chick would, you know, create these type of situations. And then her marrying him knowing that, you know, he would do something like that. You understand? So it's like on both sides. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you know, it's just him and he sucks and all this other stuff, because none of us know what happened, you know, before the video came out or before, you know, what happened during that day or before, like 10 minutes before that video surfaced. And in the video, you know, people are saying, you know, well, they saw it that he spit on her, but you don't know if he really spit on her. Looked like he could have said something. Like, nobody really knows what was technically going on. There's no audio and all this other shit, right? But also, you know, I wanted to say this, and I thought this was very interesting that this also occurred. I was like, you know, I remember seeing this video, not the whole video in its entirety, but I remember they put out a video where they showed the elevator door opening and then her sort of like laid out and him pulling her out the elevator. And they showed this a while ago. And then so I said to myself, I'm like, why are they bringing this shit back up? Like, why? Why are they bringing this back up? Why is he getting, I guess, suspended or fired from his job? I'm not sure which one. You know, you can correct me if I'm wrong or whatever. But my question is, why are they showing this now? And you know, I was looking on Facebook, and I saw this guy, I forgot his name, but he put up a comment about this, and he said that, you know, it's funny that they're showing this now because what it seems like they're trying to do is they're trying to take, you know, light off of that other dude. I think his name is Bruce Levinson. He's like the owner of, is it the Hawks or something like that? I don't watch sports, so you gotta pardon me. They're trying to take attention away from him and his racist email or whatever that he sent and put it on this thing. So it's like whenever, you know, these white folks in the media do some shit, it's like they want to, you know, not make it a big deal or cover it up by distracting you with some other shit. Because this Ray Rice shit, they basically had this video for a while, but then they keep it for situations like this. so that they can distract you from some other shit going on. You understand? Because you got to question yourself, why now? Because before, they already had shown you the second half of this incident before. So why are they bringing it back up? So the media is also to blame, because the media is trying to, you know, perpetuate certain things, and they have certain agendas going on and all that other good stuff. So the thing is that when we look at this situation, we got to look at all sides of it. We got to look at, you know, Ray Rice. You know, he has to chill the fuck out, control his emotions, and all that other shit. His wife, you understand, I don't know what the hell was up with her even continuing to marry this dude. So it's like, you know, and on top of that, again, we don't know what transpired before, you know, what we saw on the video. And then also the media for being very sneaky to, you know, try to put half of this here and half of that here, and, you know, try to, manipulate, you know, the viewers and all this other stuff. And it was funny, I saw a post where somebody said something like, you know, because everybody's like, oh yeah, they need to, you know, fire him from the NFL, and the NFL needs to do this. And somebody was saying, you know, notice how the NFL didn't get rid of Ray Rice when they found out about the tape. They got rid of him when you found out about the tape. You understand? So these motherfuckers don't care. They just care about the dollars. They care about, you know, the public, because the public is the one who is going to, you know, line their pockets up. You understand? So you know, it's not, because they knew that this shit happened. They probably saw the tape already, and they was like, well, fuck it, whatever, let's continue doing these games and making this money. But then now, when they need to leak it, and they see the public sees it, the NFL, whoever needs to save face, and say, oh, well, we're getting rid of this guy because we don't believe in domestic violence and all that other shit. You understand? So when these situations happen, you got to look at all across, like, all 360 degrees of the whole damn situation, man. So, you know, don't be quick to just blame this person or that person, because what happens is that when people hear these things, and I see, you know, this on a lot of comments or whatever, a lot of women are going ham on it, like, oh, he should be in jail, and he's a savage, and he sucks, and all this other stuff. So women who have been beaten before, they're getting their, you know, fill of their emotions are riled up, so then they're going to say those things. Then what I notice is, I see a lot of white folks coming in talking about, oh, he's a savage and he should go to jail and all this other stuff. So a lot of it too has a little bit of a racist undertone with their comments, because I notice when white folks generally do some fucked up shit, I don't see white folks come in, you know, in this big ass, you know, like in droves talking about, oh, this white person should get arrested and this white person should. No, you don't really hear it like that. As soon as it's a black guy doing something, he needs to be locked up. He's a savage. He's an animal. You understand? And then also you got a lot of dudes who have been in the, you know, situations with their girl who can, I guess, kind of identify with Ray Rice, where they're like, you know, some guys are like, yeah, I was in a situation where I smacked the shit out of this girl because, you know, she was all up in my face or whatever. You understand? And in the video, you see kind of that happening where she walks past him and supposedly, I guess he spits on her, or he says something to her, and she kind of like pushes her hand away and walks in, and then they get, you know, she runs at him in the video. I don't, you know, and they said he spit on her again. I can't really tell, so you guys can let me know what it is. But all I'm saying is that everybody who's watching this has a specific, you know, feeling towards it, you know, depending on them personally and what they felt when they saw it and what they've been through in their own lives and all other shit. But all I'm saying is that when these things happen, you know, you got to look at all sides of the story and not try to just blaming this one person, especially when we don't really know, you know, what happened before then. You understand? And also the way that, you know, the media loves to manipulate all this bullshit. So that's my thoughts on it. You guys can let me know what you think. You know, leave some comments or whatever. Also, make sure you go click links below and make sure you get my books at MrLocario.com. All right, I'm out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.